This is a story about a well-known fundraiser and a great friend of FeelGood who was invited to make a presentation about her organization to some senior executives at a major accounting firm. She arrived for the meeting a few minutes early, and while waiting looked over the firm's annual report. When it was time for the meeting to begin, she walked into a large room, and there waiting were several stern-looking men all seated around a large and imposing table. And without even introducing themselves, they asked her to begin. Now our friend, who's very experienced in such situations, knew that to just launch into a presentation would not be a good idea. So instead she said, "Great, but first I have a question." Now at this point, let's pause our story and have a short conversation. Why would launching into a presentation now not be a good idea? And what question do you think she asked? After your conversation, unpause the video to continue the story. Our friend knew it would be a mistake to start her presentation because she had yet to make a personal connection with the people she was talking to. And without that connection, presentations rarely go well. So instead she said, "Before I begin, would you mind telling me about yourselves? I'd love to know a little more about what you do, and even what your work means to you." The first man to speak gave a rather short and perfunctory answer. But when the next man spoke, his answer was a little longer. And the next man's answer was longer still. And the last man to share was positively effusive. By the end of their introductions, the atmosphere in the room had changed. It was warmer, and all of the stern looks had turned to smiles. Now our friend was feeling more comfortable and more connected. And yet she was still not ready to begin. She had one more thing to do. She knew it was important to acknowledge and affirm who they were and what they did. So she said, "While waiting for our meeting, I read your annual report." And then she told them how much it impressed her that they were responsible for auditing the finances of some of the largest corporations on the planet. And she told them how grateful she was that they had taken on this huge and important work. Now her comments were not fake or forced. She meant them, and they could tell that she meant them. And now the atmosphere in the room was just what it needed to be, and she made her presentation. Now you may be wondering how it went. Well, let's just say that she's not a famous fundraiser for nothing.